Well, Coach, thanks for joining us. We'd like to start with you making your opening statements and comments on tonight's game, please.
Well, great atmosphere for baseball. I mean, I think Chris and his staff and the university, everyone here has created a great atmosphere. I think obviously it's a regional, but talking to Chris and my assistant was a player here, Jason White, it's a great environment. The community's really, bought into this, and they've made it fun for our players, not just being a regional, but just being a good college baseball game. So, disappointing to lose. We knew, listen, 4-1 wasn't going to last. You knew it. Those zeros Edgerton was putting up, you needed to get another run. You wanted to feel more comfortable with another run for sure. And we didn't get many opportunities because of the work that he did. And then he gave us all he could. I mean, he was out of gas. He was done, did a great job. And unfortunately, Belmont Abbey's they got some juice in that lineup. You have to make quality pitches, and that's the baseball game for you.
Questions from you guys?
Start with the positives. Obviously, you've seen Colton pitch a lot this year and do what he did in this one. It kept you in the game, put you in position to win. What did you see for him again today?
Well, listen, he's not at his best. I mean, he's throwing a lot of innings for a freshman. I mean, at Polk County, they didn't take pitch counts at Polk County. They just throw you all day. But now, he's throwing more than he's ever thrown. And he's worn out. And yet, he was able to do something against a really good offensive lineup. That was a great job. He did exactly what we needed. Keep us in the game, give us a lead, which we were able to do. Again, I thought our defense played well enough. It's just the fact that you gotta, when you get a chance for some runs, run on third, less than 2 outs, not able to scratch a run there. And then really in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th inning, we just really never were able to get a guy on and create something for us because we needed to create runs. Nick was a big hit for us, but we have to generate runs through the situational hitting and bunting game.
Another positive on the offensive side. Nick's had an up and down year.
Yeah.
Hit the ball hard at the SAC tournament. Numbers may not reflect that he hit the ball hard, but produced 3 or 4 runs in this game. What you like about his presence?
I mean, anytime they're in their last hurrah of games and to have a game like that, he'll remember that the rest of his life. So, that's a special moment for sure. And, I think the other thing we had a bunch of alumni here, which was unbelievable. We had guys travel from Tennessee, the guys that we had here locally, Matt Teague, who lives about 10 minutes away. We were able to recruit away from Belmont Abbey, which was a big get for us. And a couple other guys, Jason Linebarger, who was at South Point High School recently here. We've had a lot of guys in this area who came back to watch us. The games themselves, listen, you win and lose. The process of it, I enjoy the training part of it. I enjoy the people part of it. And to see those guys come back to be here, that's what it's all about. Because you remember the training environments, you remember the games, wins and losses. And to see them again, it's kind of like going down memory lane. You're appreciative of the opportunities we get to do here as a coach and be around great young men like this. The wins and losses, they come. I get more losses than wins in my career, but the people part of it is incredible, and that's why I'm so grateful and blessed to do this.
You mentioned at the beginning, though, that a lot of those zeros were put up by the reliever. He throws 6 scorers, you only get 1 base runner in the final 6 innings.
Yeah.
What changed after it seemed like your offense was going to roll throughout the entire game? 4 hits, 3 runs in the first 3 innings.
Sometimes a guy comes in, it's just a different look, and we can look at the analytics and the metric of things. It's just, he made quality pitches, man. I think he's got a fastball, has a little bit of carry on it. A little vertical, and weren't able to get on top and made big pitches. They played good defense. There were no freebies being allowed. So credit to him. That's a great job of relief work and leaving the game where it was to give them a chance to get back into it.
Colton, I'll ask you one. Didn't have your strikeout stuff in this game, only 2 strikeouts, but how satisfying is it to be able to pitch with the kind of defense that you had in this game? Trey made a diving catch. 2 double plays, there's probably a couple I'm missing. How satisfying is that to pitch with that kind of defense?
It definitely takes that part off of you where you don't have to strike every guy out. Your defense has your back. Even if you don't have your best stuff, let them hit it and your defense will play for you.
A lot of good outings from you this year. A lot of times you've allowed 2 runs or less. How would you rate this one to put your team in position to win today?
Didn't have my best stuff, obviously. I had 3 hit batters and 2 walks, and that's definitely uncharacteristic, but just putting my best effort out there is all that matters. And
just one more for me, Coach. Obviously heartbreaking to give up the 4 runs in the final 3 innings. You play the early game tomorrow at 3 o'clock. What's the mindset need to be, and how does it need to shift to go into a mode where you had to do this at the SAC tournament, lost in the opening round,
Yeah.
won 2 games to stave off elimination?
Well, I think all clubs, every club that's in this position have all been through this. This is, we've all won a series by losing the first game Friday and then winning the next 2. So everyone has that experience. They know what they got to do as far as the resting stuff goes. And a really good club and a well-coached club by Tom Cantrell, who's probably one of the best college baseball coaches on any level. You could put Coach Cantrell on any level and that guy would have been successful. And not only just the baseball part, but what he develops in people as far as his faith and how he puts into people and that faith, it is absolutely tremendous. So North Georgia was extremely lucky to have a guy like that be a part of their program. They should be indebted to him.
Anything else? Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you, boys.